This tutorial is going to cover creating custom text to go with an image with some double outlines and a shadow feature. So I've already chosen this football player. I'm just going to click on my text tool and then just click on the screen somewhere and type the word I want in my image. Click back on my pick tool. Then I'm going to choose a font. I'm going to choose something kind of bold, something that's going to stand out. Then I can change my size up here as well. That looks pretty good. I might scale it just a little bit more. I'm going to apply a Pantone color for the moment. And at this point, I want to curve my text. I don't want it to be just straight across. I want it to be a little more exciting than that. So I'm going to go to my interactive envelope tool, which may be hidden underneath of the interactive blend tool. So if you click and hold, you can go to the envelope tool, and you'll notice it puts these little dots around the outside of the image. If you click on single arc mode up here at the top, you can click and drag these points to curve your text how you like it. Then if you hold down Control on your keyboard and then click and drag, it'll take both the top and bottom with it at the same time. And if you hold down Shift on your keyboard, it'll send those two nodes in opposite directions. But what I want is I want the top to be straight and the bottom to be curved. So I'm just going to click and drag these corner nodes down a little bit. And I can actually drag a guideline from my ruler area, click and drag, and bring it down to help make sure that I have each side the same length down. Bring up the middle. And then when I'm done, I can use my pick tool to click on the guideline, press delete to get rid of it. So I like how this looks, and at this point I want to put some outlines on it. So I'm going to hold down Shift and then right click and drag to copy that blue over. Then I'm going to double click on my outline color down here. You can also go to the outline pen from the toolbar here. I'm going to select a pretty thick width. I'm going to select another color, go to my palettes, and use a Pantone black. That way it shows up in my separations. I'm going to go with rounded corners and line caps, behind fill, scale with image, hit OK. I'm liking how that's looking. I want to make the outline just a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to double click on the little box down here for the outline, and I'm going to increase it a bit. And you can just adjust it depending on how you would like it. Then at this point I'm going to hit Control C on my keyboard to copy, and then Control V to paste. And now I have a copy of football on top of the other one, and I can just double click on my outline color again, and then choose white, and choose a much thinner outline, hit OK. And I have this kind of double outline effect on my text now with the two copies of the word football. And then one other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Control V again to paste another copy of football. I'm just going to hold down Shift, right click and drag from the gray of the football player to the word. And then if I click on that word, I can see that the color is 446 CV. So I'm going to double click on my outline. I'm going to go to Other again for the color. And on the palettes, I'm just going to type here where it says name. I'm going to type 446, hit OK. Hit OK. And then I'm going to hit Shift page down on my keyboard to send that all the way to the back. You can also find that under Arrange Order. And then I'm just going to kind of click and drag to move it a little bit to make a kind of a shadow effect on the word there. Now at this point I'm going to just create a little bit more text to go with the image. I'm going to change it to the same font. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to copy this Pantone Black from the player over, or I can just click on it over here. And then I want to apply this blue color as an outline on Georgetown High. And that blue, when I click on football, that blue is telling me it's 2945. So I'm just going to double click on my outline again. Go to others for the color. Just type in that number. Check what I want the settings to be. And now I have a neat little outline on that. And if I want to make sure that this is centered, I'm just going to click on Georgetown, then hold down Shift and click on football to select both of them. Go to Align and Distribute, and align centers vertically. That way it's centered. So we have some neat looking text to go with our image now. And you can also add a shape to kind of pizzazz it up a little bit if need be. You can hit Shift page down to move that to the back. And you can apply a color. You can even take the outline off of